up, sing it, Irish, right out to the black side. This is Alfie from Black Sun. Yeah, this is Congo, Slim from the Black Side Band. Picking up Bulldog, DJ Content, Slim, Island Thunder. Island Thunder, Slim. Lightning striking, everybody run. And when the wicked are come with the words, still I give thanks and praise. All when me never have no food on the plate. Me never put a gun on me waist. All when the wicked them come with them words, still I give thanks and praise. All when me never have no food on the plate. Me never put a gun on me waist. And if only you know what I've been through. I've lived in lonely town, people don't see you. I was lost, but now I'm found. I'll still get my crown. They can't get me down. When you wicked, I come with them words. Still I give thanks and praise. And when me never have no food on me plate, me never put a gun on me waist. And when you wicked, them come with them words. Still I give thanks and praise. And when me never have no food on me plate, me never put a gun on me waist. Pull up.
What is that? A clock, dude? Haven't found that one yet. That means it's 420, ladies and gentlemen. Happy 420. Happy Saturday. Hope you're having a good weekend. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. I'm having a great one. Happy birthday if it's your birthday. We never start off like that, Tex. What's going down? What's the sports scene?
The Big Daddy Low once again with right on the football.
That's Uncle Low.
Just hope Uncle Low, yeah. Didn't expect.
You can call me
OU
Big Daddy if you want to.
Yeah, sure. I didn't expect OU to come back from Kansas. It was like you throw the record books out when the Kansas Jayhawks and the Oklahoma Sooners play football.
Oklahoma, the wrestlers are coming up. Isn't Natalie from Oklahoma? Oh, here she comes. You don't gotta say Okie twice.
Oh, Oklahoma.
There's a lot of wrestlers from Oklahoma. I mean, that's where the Wrestling Hall of Fame is. In Stillwater.
Did you hear me, Tex?
Well,
yay, Oklahoma.
What do you know? So we have our Oklahoma family up here, and we have the wrestlers. Wrestlers, did you know that?
Oklahoma. I'm not from Oklahoma, but
No, I know. Natalie is, but the museum is in Stillwater.
That's never been.
You're rugging kind of hard. Here, down and up with you, my friend. It's too early for this. Natalie, what's going on with you?
Oh, not much. Just all the people going to the Oklahoma football game were in my way on the road.
So that's what's going down. It's a big day. It's a big day for football in Oklahoma.
Oh my God, the roads are always jam-packed whenever it's game day. It's so annoying.
Well, do you guys
Then you have the Oklahoma Cowboys.
I'll wait.
Oklahoma State Cowboys versus TCU. So that's another big one.
Oh, jeez. More people in my way.
We'll get them out of there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a real big
for you, Matt.
I'm not a real big sports fan, so that's my take on it. They're just sorry.
But you like letting your husband watch his football too, though, right? And you play at least you play nice and watch a little bit. I know that.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say that I watch a little bit, but I do keep him company in the same room with my earphones on listening to y'all.
Hey, that's why she's so good at this, everybody. But do you guys know what's going on Kronos today? That's the real question.
No. What's going on?
Well, let me introduce you to our friends.
Alpha's just a few away from 10,000, which is pretty cool.
Really? What am I at?
Woohoo!
What am I at? Oh, just 9998.
Shilling Dylan is
Just 9998. Don't clap. Don't clap. I'll be back down to 9,500 by the end of the show. Trust me. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. I even made some outreach today. Those of you that were in the other spaces might have known, might have seen.
We're also looking at Major League Baseball and basketball starting up soon too. So the best time for sports is in October, November.
I'm trying to tell you that our friends at Board Candy City dropped their pre-sale today,
and we have the World Cup in just I think
Are
less
you
than 40
not
days
hearing
now.
Me, dude?
So
Jesus
all eyeballs will be on.
Get him out of here. You can hear me, right, Nat?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Do you know about Board Candy City?
No, I do not.
I'm gonna put you on. Okay. I was just in their AMA. They blew through their soft cap in 3 hours. So that tells me you better get in the pool. Half a crow is the pre-sale price. I'm just guessing we're probably gonna get to 1-to-1 real quick.
Half a crow? What? Back up? Was that
half a crow is what? 5 cents?
You didn't misspeak? That nothing costs half a crow. Gas costs half a crow.
Well, that's the pre-sale. Half a crow. 0.5 crow. So I locked up. It's 1,000 crow buy-in for the pre-sale. So you got to have 1,000 crow, and that'll get you 2,000 board candy tokens. And this is people that we know. You know, this is Voodoo. This is the round table team, and these are the same guys that are helping us with the Crow Warriors. That whole team, the round table, Voodoo. So one hand washed the other. I was just going to show support for their AMA, and when I looked at the numbers, I said, "Hold up! I gotta tell these guys." So I'm telling you, and now you're told. Lowe's coming up. Let's see what he thinks about this. What's up, Lowe?
Cloud for the past couple of months decided to drop their own decks. Big surprise. Let's get our follower count up. Let's get our follower.
He came up fully loaded.
Yeah, let's get our follower count up. Let's go ahead and tie our hips to people that have clout, so that we can get ready
to spray down the block.
Yeah, so that we can go ahead and drop a fucking decks and get more money from people.
Ooh, wait, you got Crowlin fired up. You got Crowlin throwing fucking emojis like the Matrix.
Like we didn't see this coming.
Okay. Well, they did tell me to stop talking because I was trying to make peace with Lynx in the middle of the AMA. But you know,
there's no need for that. Yeah, I mean, they've affiliated themselves.
Oh, bro, what a waste of time, right? Low, where the fuck were you?
Yeah, I was having lunch probably, but yeah.
Oh my god.
There was no need for that.
Is that recorded? I want to go back and listen to that.
Lo, you ready, Lo? Lo, you ready?
What
ready,
up,
Lo?
Kitty?
Should we take it over, Lo? Should we blast these motherfuckers, Lo? Sorry, Nate, for my language, Nate. I know you don't like
Katie doesn't even know what we're talking about. He's just ready to fucking blast.
As long as Lo goes on it, I will go back him out.
Okay, Katie, hold on. Ready? What's the name of the decks?
Dude, do you think I care, bro? Jesus Christ.
Exactly.
I care for people not to lose money. I care. That's what I care. I don't care for people to. If they make money.
Who's losing money? I'm making money.
Good. God bless you.
I'm making money. I'm trying to show you guys how to make money. I'm not the emotional one. That's what I was trying to tell Lynx.
She loves you, bro. She loves you.
That's you.
Not me, bro. She loves you.
I said, I'll dox the DMs, y'all. Don't even test me. I said, hey, those of us that are still here should stick together. And she said, stop playing the victim and being emotional. And I was like, what the fuck?
I know she got a soft spot for love
I was
right
like,
there. For
yo,
love, for Uncle Love. She got a soft spot for Uncle Love. So
I think you're talking to yourself.
Yeah, well,
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry that happened, Alpha. I think, you know,
Oh, I do it to myself, bro. No, no
yeah.
worries.
No, I know. You're trying to be peacemaker, everybody build type thing, but you know, some people, unfortunately, are not as refined.
Bro, I told her the same thing I told Ramen. As long as you're honest about it, like you can still hang out, but like don't try and fucking sweep that shit under the rug like nothing happened.
Yeah,
That's not gonna happen.
yeah. Let's just be honest about shit, right? I mean,
Yeah.
if you make a mistake, just own up to it, or you know, you associate yourself with people that are less than genuine. Just fess up to it. I mean, not even like fess up, just admit it. Just say, hey, you know, my bad. You know, we all make mistakes,
I'll give you
but
$50 in Bitcoin. You come up here and you capitulate. No, we need a new word.
capitulate.
We need a new word.
yeah, but well, you know, it's like going back to your candy thing. Like big surprise, people been posturing, set up this boardroom. It was random people all of a sudden popped up 2 months ago, and then you know, yeah, it's not surprising that some of the people they're affiliated with, because they didn't do any homework. All they did was try to see, you know, who has some influence in this community, and let's buddy up with them. And you know, it is what it is. I mean, they can't
They
deny.
didn't buddy up with me though.
No, they
I
did.
I, I swear I have influence.
It all depends on where you start. And unfortunately, they started, you know, on the back end of the bus, and you know, that's
I'm
what it is.
deleting my tweet. Now
It's
I'm taking it all back. I made a little liquidity pool over there, and I liked what it looked like. I liked the UI. I'm just being
no,
honest.
the UI look good. I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I mean,
I love pie charts. Like show me a fucking pie chart any day.
there's enough dexes already out there, but you know, like my thing was a huge surprise, right? I mean, we've been seeing, you know, I've been seeing the move, I've been seeing the fake love, you know, and you know, what they do is try to tie themselves to the hip with people of influence, so that now they have influence, and or they get some sort of kudos with it. And I'm being just a little bit transparent, just because I'm a little fed up with the BS, and I don't want people to get hurt. And not saying that they're going to get hurt utilizing this dex. Is probably a fine product, but you know, don't be slick with it, and don't try to like do all this other shit. They should have just been honest. Hey, you know, we're going to try to do this someday, type of thing.
Yeah.
But
Who are they? Who are they? Who are they?
Uh, we are talking about the board Candy City decks.
And who are they?
Uh,
exactly, they came in 2 months ago, started up the boardroom, changed it to the round table. It's a small
Ah,
group of people that you know, didn't necessarily respect those that were already here.
I should
Decided to
show
try to
you.
make.
I've been
I
wondering
I
like
should
what
show
it
you
was
the
all about.
tickets. I should show you the tickets in my Discord. Probably 3 or 4 times a week, I get a ticket from some random person saying, "Hey, can we collab with you? We're here representing the boardroom, or we're here representing the round table." And then I respond saying, "Who the fuck is the round table?" And then they don't respond back to me, so I don't know who they are.
Yeah, I've had the same, bro. I've had the exact same. Um,
That's interesting.
I mixed it up at first with something else that was called something table, crow table, or like.
I'm not a fan of these projects that come in and give themselves like big grand names to try and make them like just call yourself what you are.
Not only that, I mean, just immerse yourself in the community. Don't try to go bring and develop your own pocket of safety, and then you know, build over there, right? Be vulnerable.
I
Be a part of.
got you. I hear what you're saying, Lo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if you silo yourself, but even if the intent isn't malicious, it
yeah.
isn't helpful. Like we've been in contact with the lab, like they want to get out and have everybody hear about them now. And it's like, we wanted to tell everybody back when you guys started.
Yeah, it's really more about the optics, right? And the way of going about it. That it just leaves one's taste in their mouth a little off. And then, I mean, again, they don't do the research of who they're backing, who they're affiliating, to see if those people haven't, you know, lost people money and whatnot. And they recognize that not a lot of people are doing their research, so they can affiliate and make mistakes, and at the end of the day, they can wash it off and say, "Oh, my bad, I didn't know." Right?
That's why we
So,
write it on the wall, man. I'm really trying to keep track of who founded what, and who they sold it to. You know,
mm-hmm.
um,
I
it's
just
really
actually
important.
I just actually looked back at the ticket from just literally a couple of days ago, and when I asked who the round table are, they said we are a marketing team. I think you said we're a marketing team behind, and then reeled off like 5 projects, and I've never heard of any of them. I was like, okay,
One
well,
of them didn't make it. It was Spiteful Sea Club. That just called it
interesting.
quits.
That's
Um,
interesting. There was a couple of guys, Nels, who's one of our mods. He was really into them, and I kept on saying to him, like, I don't get it. Like, what the art doesn't. It looks like it's just been taken from somewhere. It just the all smelled wrong, and I was like, just be careful. And they kept trying to push it onto us and bring it into the whitelist project, and there was just something in my gut. I was like, don't know about that, but
well,
I
if
didn't
it
know it.
smells right, like we're here to push it like for free. If you guys look up top, this is the last weekend before Richmond. We are rebranding. We are the jungle. If you don't know by now, like, fuck out of here. Come on. If you don't have a Thunderbolt in your name, that's fine. If you do, that's kind of cool.
Haven't you always been the jungle?
Yeah, but we were welcome to the jungle, brought to you by,
Oh yeah. Okay. It is shorter this way.
yes, ma'am.
It's the trend. It's the new short name with the little emoji behind
I'll
it.
give it to those guys, they or at least to Bark, like he is a branding guy. So when he talks branding, I listen.
Ned,
I
what are
see
you
Low
changing
has a
yours?
thunderbolt.
What'd you say,
Yeah.
Tex?
I see Low has a thunderbolt and a skull.
No
That's
shit. Let's
awesome.
go, Lo.
But yeah, when you were saying that, I just couldn't help but I said I capitulated. I was like, you know what, it's time to bring a little transparency forward, and just call a spade, like we've been talking about. And
Yeah, man. And I want everyone to feel free to come up here with their questions about anyone and anything. Like, if you have second thoughts about something or somebody, don't feel like it's not okay to ask, because we've all been there. We've all been there, and we need to be able to trust each other. And those of us that have been here for 11 months, um, we've we've learned the hard way who we can trust and who we can't. So
mhm.
save yourself some trouble.
And at the end of the day, we're trying to create a safe place for this community, and I think some of us recognize, because it's kind of one of these things, right? We've been here since almost going on a year. We've seen a lot of things happen. Then all of a sudden, you inject some new energy, some new people, and it's like they've started where we started, 8 months ago, and so you're kind of seeing it replay, and so you're trying to prevent the replay from occurring, because you know how much that hurts some people. And so, but they don't spend the time necessarily to learn or ask questions. It just kind of, sometimes I see a lot of laziness sometimes that uh,
Or just
is
hastiness. A lot of people are
yeah,
rushing to be
it,
first to market. I
it's a chase,
honestly think
it's a chase for the dollar, man.
yeah, one of the main reasons I think we've been able to bat 1,000 up here is that um, I waited a solid 4 to 5 months before doing anything. I mean, we ran spaces, but no token, no NFT project. Like, we watched a lot of people come and go, and
Hmm.
you got to see what works and doesn't.
Yeah, and the whole first to market thing, I mean, it's necessary when you got solid technology, but if you just got derivative technology or similar technology, there is no first to market. You're just trying to be in the market.
What up,
Yeah,
Hop?
it's not always the best to be first to
What up?
market
What
anyway.
up?
Yeah, for real, man. We learned that.
What up? What up? I know we're talking about dexes and stuff, so I think it's always important. Like, yes, it's good to
I
be
went to
on.
the wrong one, dude. I meant to go to yours, and I went to this.
It's all good, but it's no, but it's fine. But just going to the topic, like, yeah, being on multi-dexes with your tokens, like, it's a good thing. It gets you exposure all over the place. You know, you give the community a place to provide liquidity, leverage the volatility that's going to come to it by being a liquidity provider. But also, I think it's important to play it safe. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of platforms want or request you to send tokens to them. I don't see how that's really like required or even necessary. And you know what I mean? Because we could pair the liquidity ourselves, you know, and you know, you and I were talking about the locker thing, and I think we came to a good median, and that's a safety measure, you know, that the Dex founders or devs might try to incorporate. But you know, take Breyer, you know, he sent these tokens to Radio Shack, and they sold like 50% of them off, you know, and that's not what the that's not why we send tokens to a DEX. You know what I mean? We send
Who
them
is
to
that? Grant Cardone? No, the other one. Not Ty Lucky. Ty. You know what I'm saying?
no.
You know who owns Radio Shack right now?
Oh yeah. But you know what I mean? Like what was the point in that? You know, like why sell off his tokens? If anything,
Well, people trust Dex. Like if you're listing on a Dex, then you trust them already. That's why you're listing there. But holy shit, man, you can't trust anybody. They're selling the tokens that you gave them to provide liquidity.
Exactly. You know what I mean?
That is
So I
up.
feel like it's proper to, you know, in the absolute, you know, top tier case, you know, the founders of the deck say, all right, you can provide the liquidity, lock it for this much time, or portion of it, whatever, for this long, and that's it. You know what I mean? That's proper to me, especially in these market conditions, because who's to say in a year that this dex may or may not be around? You know what I mean? You have to have access to your funds eventually. You know what I mean? Because if they disappear, they also disappear with your tokens. I want to keep that in my wallet. I need control over it, you know, regardless of how long we lock it for, or whatever the procedure is that that everybody agrees on. I think that's the smart way to play it in this market condition with this many new dexes coming out, because one of them, you know, some of them are going to bang, you know what I mean? Some of them are going to be great, and then some of them are just going to flop. But leverage the volatility and the exposure they're going to offer your platform, and but just do it safe, man. You know, that's what it is at the end of the day. It's not just hopping on anything and just tossing tokens to somebody. It's getting there, doing it safely.
Hey, getting
and that's it.
there. Hey, I did it. Woo-hoo. 10,000 motherfucking followers. They said I couldn't do it. Who
You made it, Alpha. 10K.
Who the fuck? Who followed me? Like, I know all of you guys. I know
Careful.
all of you. So who the fuck in here put me over the edge? And
You're about to get you're gonna get unfollowed a couple of times.
What
You're not
took
careful.
you so long? Y'all are tripping me out. I didn't expect that. Anyways, thanks.
Congrats.
On to the next one.
I need you to check your text messages and respond to that.
Okie dokie.
Sounds like
you.
Maybe it wasn't somebody in here.
I like this because it shortened everything. This is the vibes. Now it just says 10K instead of so many numbers. Ah.
Good work.
Let me hold
Congratulations.
like half of them.
Oh, no doubt, bro. Say less. I only grinded my teeth to the bone.
Nah, I respect it, bro. Much respect. Yeah, it takes a lot of work to do that.
That's a real 10K right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder when you do it without bots.
Yeah, man. Yo, but that's what harder. I notice I feel like my followers are like the crypto charts. It goes up and then it goes down. It goes up and then it goes down, like by 20 or 30, 40 at a time. Like I think it's when I do giveaways.
Twitter's been on a rampage the past 2 weeks. And it's been funny because I've been at the brink of 10K for the past 2 weeks. And I wasn't kidding. Like, I went up to like 9,999 and back down to 9,500 like 5 times. They just kept taking them all away.
Yeah, it's weird.
But that is boring fucking talk. Sorry, Nat. I did want to get here, but I don't want to make a big deal out of it. I do have 2 pairs of matching Jordans that we got to give away right here.
Yeah.
Whoa, so that'd be like to a couple, like a man and a woman.
Yeah, especially if their feet were right around like 11, 12.
What? You messing with me? Check your
I'm not.
DMs.
I'm not. It's
Check,
11 and a half. So
check
like
your DMs.
kind of in the middle.
Check.
I need some 13s.
Yeah, Lo, you can't squeeze this one.
No,
Did you
I'm
get
not
your
good.
DM from me?
No, but I'll check it. I'll check it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, so remember how last week I mentioned that we're gonna do like IRL,
Hold
like
up, Nat said.
education?
I
Hmm.
heard that. I heard the way she said.
What? What'd I do?
Don't think I didn't hear that. I'm checking it right now. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, thank you.
But remember last week how I mentioned that at the smoke shop, I'm really good friends with the owner of the smoke shop, and we're gonna do like little seminars for Web3 NFTs and like just like education, not pushing any products on anybody or anything like that. So we came up with like a PDF document for like what is liquidity, providing liquidity, um, how to go about doing it, and yeah, we used Baby Hop as an example, but it's obviously it's very generic. You could do it with any token if you understand or just read what this is. So it goes back to the onboarding procedure and bringing new people and showing them how to utilize like this DeFi platform that we're all here and we love so much. And that's what's important, man, because not there's still people that don't understand what liquidity is, how to provide liquidity, what the benefits are, what the risks are that are involved with doing this. And I think it's important to educate them, and instead of just saying, all right, pair liquidity here, pair liquidity there, like they need to know why and they need to know how and what may or may not happen, and what risks are involved and what benefits are involved. So we came up with that. It's pretty detailed, but I feel like it's worded very um, simply. It's not too difficult to understand what's going on. There's pictures in there and everything like that. So it's for everybody. People that are new, people that are old, people just coming in, people that have been here for a few years, whatever. Well, not on Cronus for a few years, but messing around in crypto. So cool stuff for the new people.
Very nice, Baby Hop. Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Mafia is up here. My dude. What on?
What do you got?
Yeah. Guess what? Everything's happening at the same time. I was looking for Nat's DM and I found one from our guy Everything Crypto. Turns out there's been a little scheduling change and he's going to be able to put out a video on us and everything that we do. So y'all got to help me. We need to write this down
Is
and
that the role? Is that
help
the job?
him. Wait, you guys help me help him help us. Yeah, there it is.
That's sweet, man. Yo, I got a little piece of news. So the other day, Master Chef from the Chrono Steakhouse, he sent me a DM. Hey, check your wallets. Got a little surprise. He hooked me up with an extra 100,000 Thunder to hook up the Mafia holders with. I was pretty pumped.
I never told him he could do that. Yo, Master Chef.
You gonna make a liquidity pool?
There you go. Mafia, that's a thought. And teach your community how to provide liquidity.
Yeah, because cashing out Thunder every week is not what Thunder's about.
No, we already talked about that. He knows.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm airdropping Thunder to my holders and encouraging them to grill it themselves. And a number of them are. They're sending pictures of their Thunder grills, and it's exciting to see the full cycle, right? More and
That's
more people
what's
getting Thunder, more
up.
and more people using the grill.
And more Dex is whitelisting us. Now they're whitelisting us. Now we're like the first token on the Dex, right? Go to Galaxy Dex. There's 4 tokens. Galaxy, Thunder, Crow. Briar's on there. And nobody's selling his tokens. out from under him. Jesus Christ.
Fork, yeah.
Keep it in the family. Don't get forked.
I think I just saw a 100K Thunder sale.
100K Thunder Sale. Did that just hit the market?
That
Wow.
was Mafia.
Busted.
You got me. I sold it all immediately. Nobody gets it but me.
We got you.
No, but like, it's hard at first. Just like getting to 10K followers without buying them or botting them, you know? Growing as a community token organically and getting on every single dex on Chronos and whitelisted, it's painful for the token. It's painful for all of us. You know, look at the charts.
So I got a philosophical question.
Go
Other
ahead.
other than just competition, why do we need so many
These
dexes?
carts are amazing.
What in
Texas,
the
I swear
world?
to God.
What? So it benefits the person who owns the desk right desk because they get fees. But and then if we jump in and do some liquidity pairing, then we might get some good fees for a while. But a lot of the tokens kind of go down, like MMF or something. So what's the huge benefit to having more and more dexes? You know, like a dex a day. Why do we need this?
Um, without a equal or proportional growth in users, I don't see it.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
I do think we need more than a few. I think we probably need, you know, between 5 and 10 good dexes because people have their preferences. And we can see that already with the amount that we have. I'm not a business major, I'm not a finance guy. I just go on feelings. And I feel like we don't need more dexes. I definitely don't need to get rugged in the old, what do they call it, seniorage process that I got into way too many times, right? New token, high APR, try to turn it into money before it turns into dust, you know?
Yep.
That's a game I don't want to play anymore, but I made good money just moving liquidity that I already have to new dexes like CrowSwap when they started up. I remember I moved my Crow ETH stake over from VVS, and it was like, you know, $500-$600 worth. And at that point, they were paying 10% a day in Crows, so that was great. You know, I made 60 and then 50 and then 40, and it got less and less. But I put all that Crows into their single stake pool, and it's still making 4% a day. So I see the positives. I see the benefits. It has to be done right, and it has to be done for the right reasons.
Yeah, so now I don't think there's anything wrong with new decks as long as they're legit and they're safe and that. But where it starts to become a little bit iffy is when you drop a new dex and then you launch a token in parallel that has real no utility. You're just essentially what you're trying to do is capital infusion. And so that's what comes off as disingenuous because how are you going to go put forth an asset that has no utility and no inherent value? It's all going to be market perceived value. And who are the first they're going to get in? The people close to that circle, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, it's first in, first out type of thing. So that's where it becomes like real, like iffy is like there was no need for you to launch a token along with the DEX, unless you're trying to bring in liquidity to supplement the team, to supplement the growth of the DEX. But you know, at the end of the day, you have no business launching a DEX if you don't already have liquidity to support your DEX. Right? It becomes a me versus community thing where they're more worried about self than community. So
Did you
you
read their
know,
white paper?
I haven't read their white paper.
All
It's
right.
just I've seen enough of these to get an idea of. Maybe they have plans and things like that, but
They do. The one
there's
thing that's interesting about this Dex is it is focusing on what they're claiming is a community oriented Dex. meaning all profits would be distributed evenly through this candy token to the investors.
I've keyed a phrase. It's called fee farming, and I think that's what we're actually seeing a lot of right now. Is a lot of these dexes are just being produced for exactly that. You know what I mean? To farm the fees that people are going to use to approve contracts, to stake this liquidity, to stake the single stake tokens, stake NFTs, stuff like that. Because if you think about it, if there's a collection of 10,000 and there is not a harvest all function for these NFTs and people earn 20, 30 of them, and you have to individually harvest your rewards for these NFTs, you know, point 0.2 crow times 5,000, you know, that's a decent amount of money. So that's I've keyed that word, fee farming. Feel free to use it because I think I think that's what we're seeing a lot of right now, unfortunately.
Thank you, Baby Hop. Can someone tell me who are these chickens and what are they doing up here?
They look pretty badass, right? I was looking at it. I was like, that's a gangster chicken.
What's up, chickens?
Hi. Hi, hello.
Whoa, hey.
Hello. Hi. Thank you for having me here. You guys were talking a lot useful. Those were the first time I was actually knowing about decks and all, so I'm kind of like learning a lot from this space.
Keep coming back. Like this is what we do. We do it every day. And
Oh my.
I would love to know how you found us because we just changed our name. We used to have like a really long ass name that explained how we're into DeFi, onboarding, crypto.com. And just today we shortened it to the jungle and income these gangster ass chickens.
Mm-hmm. I see. But why did you change it to jungle? I mean, what's the
Uh,
meaning behind?
it felt like the time. A year ago we started the jungle because I was a chimp and there were some lions like Nat, like Lucky Nat here. Um, and they were on crypto.com and I was on Chronos. And come to find out, the Lions didn't even know that Chronos was a thing or a different chain, even though it's the side chain to crypto.com, the DeFi side of crypto.com's blockchain or two blockchains. So the jungle was started by lions and chimps, and it was chimps teaching lions about DeFi, and then talking NFTs, talking how we're gonna change the world, and that was also a bull market a year ago. Let's remember.
That's freaking awesome, dude. I mean, I
Yeah,
think I'm gonna love this space. I mean, you guys sounded very expert. You know, a lot in DeFi, metaverse, NFTs, and love to learn from you. So, yeah, I actually was just browsing through the space when I um, saw that the jungle there's a jungle, and so I jumped right in and wanted to know what the jungle is all about. And you guys started to talk about decks, DeFi, and all. So I got interested. But at the same time, I also want to share what crypto chickens are all about. If I'll be given a chance to,
what do you
I'd
say,
love
folks?
to.
Should we give her a chance? I say, I say yes.
I
Let's
say
put it to
yes if it's
let's
if
put
it's
it to a vote.
Breeze.
Yeah,
Give me the hundreds. Give me the hundreds. Let's
sure,
go.
absolutely.
Like
No, I'm
3 minutes
psyched.
or
I'm
Yay!
psyched
less.
you're here, and I miss people coming in here randomly just to show projects. I dig it. Do you know about Chronos Chain?
Chronos Chain.
Yeah,
Are you asking me?
yeah.
No, that's what. If you could tell me about it, that would be great.
Yeah, I'll tell you later. What blockchain are you on?
We are in Polygon Matic.
I fucking love Polygon. Let's go.
Yay! Let's
I
go.
just sent 3 Ethereum to Polygon, like right before I started this show. So let's get fired up. I'm gonna yield farm the shit out of those tokens, and you tell us what you're doing.
Absolutely. So thank you again. I'll make this very quick, guys, because I respect your time and I respect that you guys are, talking about very useful stuff here. So I just want to really share our project, Crypto Chickens Now NFT. We are actually an NFT charity. Eh, See, I'm kind of nervous, but yeah, we are a charity NFT. We are supporting chicken farmers with their feeds, chicken repairs, everything about bringing and helping feeding the world with better quality chickens. So we're actually minting right now. We have 30,000 total supply of our chickens, and they are divided into 4 flavors. Yes, I love that. I love that
Thirty
sound effect.
thousand. That's no joke. 30,000 is
I,
that's a
yes,
grip.
sir.
That's a grip of
Well,
chickens.
it is. We are a long-term project, and we are minting in phases. We are on phase 1 right now, so we are launching our Genesis collection, which is our crypto chickens, which is our baked chickens. All right, so um, we are launching actually 1,000 whitelist
Baked like
spots, but
stoned, hopefully, right? Like not like served on a plate. Baked chickens.
yeah, yep, that's correct.
Okay, good. I'm assuming, and I thank the Lord. All right, cool.
Yeah, so there. So we have the Genesis collection, bake, and then phase 2 is grilled and then fried, and then we'll have our spicy chickens too. So, well, if you're gonna ask me of what are our other utilities, we are working on that too as we uh, move along with our roadmap. We're
Oh,
trying to.
someone was gonna ask you about utility. That's a
Oh, who?
buzzword. Somebody. So you go. You're on top of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, thank God I was able to to mention it already. But yeah, but our main focus is really to help chicken farmers. It's like what chickens are all about. And just wanted to say that we are scheduling our mid party, and I'd love you guys to be there if you can. And it's just about it. I
Hey,
don't have
we like to
anything.
party. We're big party people around here.
All right, that's great. Yeah, we'll also love to party. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free, and be glad to answer that for you.
Cool. KD, go ahead.
Hey,
Don't ask if she's a
no,
family woman.
no, I'm not asking family one. I was actually going to ask a question. Well, as a farmer, I like your idea of trying to help the farmer. So actually, I had 2 questions. Uh, 3 questions. I'm sorry. So first question is, how you guys planning on helping the farmers? Number two is that where you guys located? Where you guys based from? And number three is that you got Purdue, you got a lot of companies out there that competition is um, very big. How you guys looking to overthrow that competition with the new token that you
Competition to
got?
sell chickens?
Yeah.
Like chicken selling competition?
Well, chicken, cheese, Purdue grows their own chickens. They got their own farming and everything. So how you looking on
Oh,
over?
I got
You
you,
know,
KD.
you know what I'm saying? So yeah, thanks.
Thank you for the questions. All right, so let's answer them one by one. First is that our team is composed of diverse individuals from different parts of the world. Our founder is from Florida, and our moderators are from Nigeria, from the Philippines, and from Indonesia. So how are we going to help the chicken farmers? To be honest with you, we are trying to we are looking at going to those countries. Maybe we'll start in Indonesia or Philippines, or we'll never know, Nigeria. And we are trying to connect to um, organizations where they can connect us to via chicken farmers, that the best chicken farmers or qualified chicken farmers that would benefit our um, our advocacy of helping them. So there, we'll fly out to that country, look for qualified chicken farmers, and we share that to our website. We share that to our Twitter, Discord for updates. Um, that's so far what we are planning to do. And the other question is that how are we going to up our game, right? Um, you know what? What I did is I check on OpenSea and look for chicken projects. And to be honest with you, and I'm not doing, I'm not saying this that I'm bragging, but look at their PFPs or look at the art. I think ours has the best chicken art. You know what I mean? So, how are we going to up the game? Well, just look at the art. I mean, we're not just art itself. We have advocacy. We have a purpose of why we build this project, and that for me is enough. I mean, thank you. I
Thank
love
you.
this community. Very supportive.
Oh, we've been practicing. We've been doing this for a long time. Believe it or not, every day for 11 months. And believe it or not, I've been telling these motherfuckers every day, take care of your chickens. Take care of your mental. That is a fact.
Thank you.
It's a
All right.
lifestyle, man.
I hope I was able to answer some of the questions. I know I can be better in shilling or answering questions, but I hope I was able to answer some of your questions.
I believe so. We got some people coming up. So stick around.
I'd
Thank
like
you.
to know
Yeah, definitely.
what percentage of the mint goes towards helping the farmers versus the devs and the expenses of running the project.
That is a great question. Actually, I have one of the founders here. He is listening, and I think he might want to answer that question. Give me just 1 second.
And how did he get such a great mouthpiece for the project?
And to me, what do you mean?
Well, where did he find you? Where did he find uh someone that's crazy enough to just go up in random Twitter spaces and talk that talk?
Well, let me ask him.
We'll be right here. Um, Hold on. It's so hard because the soundboard, you got to bring it up, and you can't see anybody when you do that. Yeah, it's tough. It's a hard life up here.
While she's getting her founder developer, we're gonna do another Minted Monday Show Your Shit on Monday 9:30. Last Monday there was like over 120 people that came through the space. We rocked out till about 2:30 in the morning. So if the chickens really want to show up, they can come on through, shill it, and let us know what you got going on.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
love. Yeah, yes, sir. Please. Can I DM you, and then we can probably talk about us joining or
Yeah, all
collaborating.
you got to do is smack that reminder and show up.
All right, sure. And I think one of our founders or our founders is here, DJ D Dog J, sir.
Hey, how's everybody? Can you hear
All
me?
right. All right,
Good.
Mr. T Dog J. Let me follow this guy.
Well, now, follow the crypto chickens. This is just my little vampire impression for Halloween. No,
I'm following everybody.
I hear you. No, I appreciate it. No, yeah, like she said, one of the questions I think I heard about Purdue, and Purdue is not a competitor. We're not a going in there trying to make chicken farms ourselves. The whole purpose is to help smaller chicken farmers. It came a project out of myself, just getting into the cryptocurrency, delved into the NFT world, and then as she mentioned, it's a more of an NFT charity. So we're looking at actually smaller chicken farmers to help them out. So we're not in competition with the big boys, the Purdue's and all that. That's not what we're for. The percentage of what's going to them, we haven't really decided yet. A certain number. We just started minting last night. It wasn't, the best, most famous mint party, but that's okay. We're still climbing the 30,000 plus that we're going to have. And I say plus because we actually have spicy chicken. It's a female chicken that'll be coming out. It's only 1,200 of her. So we're here for the long run. I just happen to have found three different artists and chickens, and then it just hit me hey, what? No, love it. Everybody had apes and whatever. So I didn't think anybody really had chickens. Of course, there's a whole bunch of them out there now, but they might have been out there before. But like Miss A mentioned that our artwork is the best. So we have the PFP there, which is bait. Grilled is Barnyard Pimp. He has a full body with the background, and then Chicken and Waffle, which we're actually doing a movie animation script for. We did some competition, but we're going to revamp that. But hopefully that gets it, because like she said, well, I don't want to take up all of your time. I was just listening, and yeah, she is a wonderful mouthpiece until then she calls me up and then embarrasses me, and it's like, okay, what was the purpose? But it's all good. I appreciate you
Yeah,
guys.
I don't know if you've been involved in leading any projects before, but it is a lot more work than anyone can imagine or tell you.
Is this your first project, or have you done projects before?
Oh, this is my first.
Well, welcome
Thank
to
you.
the club.
I appreciate that.
Um,
Yeah, I think it got started back in November, just getting a domain website, and then that was it. And actually, January, I think, is when I started my move as far as
wow.
spaces
So
and all that kind of
you
stuff.
started investing. Sorry to cut you off. You started investing in this project in the height of the bull market and launched in the depths of the bear.
It's just what happened. The whole point of it was I was going to go on YouTube and learn how to create artwork and all that. And I was going to make my quick buck like everybody else, and just sell NFTs and whatever. But one thing led to another. Started liking the space, and it really wasn't ready. Didn't have a team because I was a one-man band for like the longest. Just got with Miss A and the crew that I have now. Actually, I think in June or July. So really haven't, just been pushing and grinding, as everybody always says. Or I like to kind of say, just keep climbing. But so it wasn't nothing that I just set out to do, but I'm glad I'm doing it. So no shame in my game. It's a bear market, but it ain't gonna always be a bear. So 30,000
That's what's
flavors of
up, man.
chicken. We'll be in the
Nah,
bull
I'm
market
just I'm
sometime.
I'm psyched to see, you keeping that same energy through the whole thing and finding a great team and sticking to the original uh, plan as much as possible, right? You've got more art than you thought to start with, which is a good thing. Like, we're going through the same type of scenario right now with our Crow Warriors project here on Kronos. And I'll take that segue to tell you guys a little bit about the Kronos chain
Please do.
and what we've been doing over here. Yeah,
Awesome.
Kronos is it's the first EVM, or Ethereum Virtual Machine, blockchain that was built on the Cosmos SDK. So if you guys know about Ethereum and you know about Cosmos, um, Kronos is a beautiful mix of the two. And It's launched on November 9th last year. So we are coming up on our 1 year anniversary. And a lot of us that are here were here on day one, for different reasons. Some of us knew what we were doing, most of us didn't. And we built this community as we learned, because we really just started doing this to figure out what was going on. This is where we got all of our information, and where we traded information, and then NFTs and all types of other things. So Kronos is still small, still new, lowest amount of developers out of the top 15 blockchains, and that is the only metric that we come in last in. Everything else we're coming in top 5.
Alpha, real quick.
Straight up. What?
Are you going to participate in the Kronos Explainer video for $200? Deadline October 26th, where all you have to do is make a simple YouTube or TikTok video on the Kronos Roadmap 2.0 and explain why you're excited to win possible. I mean, you would be a great candidate.
Yeah, it's not really my bag. I'd do it with you.
Could I just record you talking about Kronos and then just overlay images of your NFTs and make a video? Because
if you make me sound like Cardi B again, I will slap you through the phone.
That was one of my favorite things of all time. You know that, right?
Cause they been talking about me. They still buying my shit.
That was not real.
It was hilarious, though.
It was pretty funny.
It was done in parody and joy,
For sure, bro. Here's what I think. I think 2023 is when they're gonna start putting their money behind what works, and they can obviously see what works. So, Loaded Lions are gonna have grants coming out for the community. That's gonna be huge. Kronos Labs is always taking on projects on Kronos and backing them, and that's CDC money. That's free crow, baby. You take that shit. We got a grant from the Witnet Foundation. They sent us almost a whole Ethereum for what we're doing with the mystery boxes, and for being the first ones on Kronos to use an oracle in their minting process. So I think we're doing really big things all the time.
I did not hear about that, Alpha. Did you ever make a tweet about that? That's impressive.
There's a Medium article in the Jungle Media Medium account. Yes, sir. And we will be here all day.
That's why you have to enter that contest.
Sorry.
Go ahead, chickens.
Go ahead, chickens.
Yeah, I have a question for you, Alpha. What are you using some kind of application for your sound effects? I like your sound effects. So.
I like them too. I was tortured for a month and a half because Twitter gave it to everybody but me, I thought. I get in.
So what are you using? What are you using? Is it an application?
No,
what kind of
Twitter? We've been doing these spaces religiously, and when you spend this much time on Twitter, they beta test things on you. So some of us got that soundboard a couple of months ago, and they were just rubbing it in everyone's faces. And then everybody needed one of them in their space so they could have a soundboard. And I just found out yesterday that I only had to go into the settings and go to audio and click the button that says use soundboard in spaces. And it popped up. So
oh shit. Okay.
I may have just let Pandora out of the box. But I always have the mute everyone button, which is a beautiful thing. And I can just go off by myself. And it gets real quiet and awkward. Oh, man. We missed our second 420. How did we do that? We've been having way too much fun. The chickens are here. If you're new here, welcome. Welcome to the jungle. Tweet out the room. we have rebranded to just the jungle. So now we'll just say welcome to the jungle because that's where you are. We are sponsored by so many people that we can't fit them in the title anymore. So shout out to the people who paid us the most recently. Steakhouse, um, Cheevers, uh, who else? If you gave me money and I'm not shouting you out, come up here and give me a hard time. That's all I got.
I got a couple questions for the chickens before, because we tend to move on to different subjects. But before we move on, I'd like to know what the mint price is and where they're minting, and if they have something they can share and pin to the top.
Absolutely, yes. We had our pre-sale yesterday, and we started at 0.03 ETH. Now we're public minting, and our price is at 0.04 ETH in Polygon Matic. And yes, I will definitely pin that on top. We're in the Polygon Matic chain or network.
Thank you.
You're
Let's
welcome.
go Matic. My first Matic is like a chimp to me. You know, chimps were my first NFTs, and Matic was the first coin that I ever loved. Didn't even know why. You know, same with the chimps. I was just like, Matic is doing something, and I don't know what it is. I didn't know what the difference between a layer 1 and a layer 2 was at that point. And here we are, a year and a half later. I am swapping more on Matic than I am on Crow, and that's a beautiful thing because it is 10 times cheaper over there. Who's doing that? KD? Get out of here. Muted and booted and parachuted. Oh, KD. Damn. Um, don't get too frisky with these soundboards, y'all. What was I talking about?
I forgot. I was going to say we're just dangerous with the
Something
sound.
about Matic and chimps and monkeys and apes and
Hey,
boards.
my
Something
guy.
like that.
No, Matic is 1/10, if not 100th of the transaction fee on Chronos, and we were excited to find Chronos because it was 100th of the transaction fee of Ethereum. But just because you found something better doesn't mean it's best. And Matic has a lot going on it now. And if you don't know the difference between a layer 1 and a layer 2, come on up here. We got prizes for people with good questions. We've been giving out $50 a Bitcoin, $50 a Thunder, $50 a USDC because you know it's a bear market. That shit might be cheaper tomorrow.
I just asked like 10 questions in a row. Prizes for good questions. What's up?
Not you, man. Come on.
Okay,
That's
never
just not
mind.
fair.
I had to try.
Definitely. Speaking of which, I'm sure you guys were laughing at me in the last space because I shot my shot and I got denied. Trying to make peace, trying to get unblocked. But I was just checking my DMs again, trying to find Nats. It's in here somewhere. But our friend Lynx DM'd me and she said, "You are unblocked." So, God damn it, crypto.com, get with it.
Yay! Congratulations! That's big. It's like
Slow
peace
kids got
in
to
the
catch up with the
house.
fast kids, man. Come on, crypto.com, unblock your boy. We're not getting anywhere if you block people. That's all I got.
That drum roll is lame.
I know. It's a bongo. That's why it's lame. It's like, what are we doing? Like, we doing slam poetry up here? The fuck is that?
Drum rolls are supposed to have a lot more bass in them.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a snare drum, not a bongo.
Yeah.
What's up, Voodoo?
Well, I'm happy that, little move worked out for you. Happy I came in here and I wasn't blocked. Um, but yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I should block you for telling me it was inappropriate.
Yeah, it was. You know, I don't get involved.
It was my only opportunity, man.
I hear.
I've been trying for 6 months. So thank you.
Well, he saw it there live, and it's a recorded space, so we can always go back and relive the memory.
That was the vibes, man. I was like, fucking doing it live. Oh my god! Look, our old friend Andres is coming up. Um, I hope no one had anything planned, because I think I know where this is going. Cole, don't laugh. Andres, where you been, man? Andres?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Thank you, brother, for bringing me up. God bless you. How are you, brother?
God bless you. I am fantastic.
Thank God, brother. What happened? Is there something going on?
Always.
Tell me about it, brother.
Oh, well, you know, you can just stay as a listener if you want to just hear about things. What did you come up for?
I want to uh, talk about the jungle and the NFT in your profile pic.
Get out of town. You want to know where to get one?
I want to know about the NFT project in your profile picture, brother. Excuse me,
Okay.
I'm very shy,
This is a
brother.
this is a chimp. I could talk about chimps all day.
Yeah, can you tell me?
Chronos Chimp Club.
Yes.
All right. chronoschimp.club. That's the website.
Okay. What is it? Does they stand for, brother?
First NFT project to mint out on Chronos. So, like I was just telling our new friends, the chickens, we were here when Chronos started, and the first two things that we found in the DeFi wallet were VVS Finance and the Chronos Chimp Club.
You know where this is going, right?
Ooh, baby.
Okay.
I mean, I thought I knew where it was going, but he got me on some chimps.
Just wait for it.
All right.
I know what she's gonna say, brother. I know because a lot of people were talking about me. I'm joining because I'm joining a lot of spaces and people are calling me names, brother.
No, who? What are they calling you?
Every space I join, they call me a troll, they call me a scammer because I'm asking for help for my sick father, brother. So I
Yeah, well,
think that's
because
what she's talking about.
when we started running these spaces back in November, that was the first time you came in here telling us about your dad. And the reason that people are saying that on Twitter is because um, you kept doing it, but like you kept coming back in here and not remembering that you had already been here. So it became like a meme, you know. And of course, you're a real person, bro. Like we've been waiting for you to come in here and tell us something other
You
than.
know, I'll be honest with you, brother. I love the NFT family, so I wanted to get up. I know you guys. I wanted to get up to talk to you guys. I really love the Kronos family.
Appreciate you, bro.
And excuse me, I'm a bit shy, so but I love to speak to you guys. You know, I really have no friends, and I see the NFT family as a family to me. So excuse me if sometimes I'm scared to talk or something like that. You know, I just at the end of the day, you know, even if I'm in a very bad situation, I just need friends.
Uh, Everybody does. It's a human condition. There's nothing more powerful than ostracism, believe it or not. So you can drive a human crazy by just ignoring them. Like if
True,
as a
true.
group we decided to just pretend like you weren't here, you would lose your mind in a record amount of time. So human beings need attention and they need to be seen. So I see you, bro.
No, all my life, like people didn't even
That's what
see me
namaste
in
means. Did you
school.
know that?
Yes,
You know the
even
word
in school, I
namaste?
used to get bullied. You know, in school, people used to bully me because I used to walk funny. And now, I'm on a wheelchair. I don't know if you heard my story, brother, but I have a
Bro,
rare
I
disease called
just told you.
ataxia.
I've heard your story many times.
I remember the story too.
Nat knows the story.
Yeah, and I don't know why a lot of people in Twitter keep telling me stop. They hurt me, but I just say,
Bro,
I hope
because we know the
God
story.
forgives. I love people, brother. I love people.
You love people. You love talking. You say you're shy, but you're not shy. You go around in every space and you talk to everybody. So
But
um,
I'm very scared to do it, brother. I swear, I'll be talking, but like
that's
my
what I
heart
always
is
tell everybody.
pounding.
If you're scared, you do it scared. That's how you get somewhere in life. Don't get
True,
in your own
brother.
way. You're
That's
anxious
why
about doing something, do it anxious.
true, brother. You know, that's why at the end of the day I do it because I feel hopeless and I really want to provide something for my father at the end of the day, because my father used to provide everything and I don't want to feel powerless by just sitting there and watching him die. Each month he needs $150 for his medications.
And how's it been
And
working out? Because you've been doing it on Twitter Spaces for like as long as
this
I've been
month,
here. So
this
are you
month it didn't
able to
work out.
pull $150 a month by just
Mm,
going in Twitter Spaces and
a
asking for
month
it?
ago, yes. To be honest
What?
with you, a month ago, yes.
A
A
month ago,
month ago,
yes.
yes.
And
But
now
now,
what?
no, brother. Because a lot of people, when I join spaces, they start talking about me and they start saying he's a scammer, he's a troll, and I just
Well,
want to
you're a
help my father.
panhandler, is what you're doing. You're panhandling in Twitter Spaces.
So, do you work? Do you have a job?
I wish I had a job. If I had a job, I wouldn't do that. But I cannot work due to my situation.
He's in a wheelchair.
So, can your hands work okay?
Yeah, my hands sometimes work, sometimes they doesn't. Like with my disease, it's each day it progresses.
Oh, I was just wondering because a lot of people here have jobs to offer, whether it's a Discord mod or just community manager. There's a lot of people who have gotten jobs in Web3 that pay them money for doing work.
Big
One
facts.
day, I would really love to be one day Discord mod, but I don't know why people don't take me seriously.
I'll tell you why.
Tell
Someday.
me, brother, I'm all ears. I'm
Someday,
all ears.
Andres. No, come on. You know why, bro. I've been saying it. Twitter Spaces offers something very special to people, and it's trust, honesty, connection. You can hear it in people's voices. So, what your whole shtick was that whole time was like telling the same story and doing like this crying voice, and it was fake the whole time. Everybody knew it. So it was like I don't know what you
No,
want us to do at
I'll
this
be
point.
honest with you, brother. I was telling my story, and in the past it was new to me, and now it's been 3 months ago, so I'm
You just got
trying
to
my
be
best not
honest
to
with
cry.
people because it's
True.
it's
And
the
I've been honest all
baseline
the time.
thing that we all run on here is like just a baseline trust that we have just from hearing each other's voices. I send
True.
money to people because I hear their voice. Like that it shouldn't be that easy. And a lot of people feel like you're just trying to capitalize on that. So,
Brother, I'll be honest with you. At the time, brother, I've been crying because it was something new to me, and each time I wanted to talk about it, made me cry because, my weakest point is my father, and each time I want to talk about him, it
now you're
feels
making
bad.
Wade cry. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but T Dog, Jay, and then Legion, and then we got a new guy up here.
I'm trying to handle it. I swear about it. I'm
Good.
very
Good.
sorry, and I know it's not
No apologies in the
quite
jungle,
good,
bro.
right, brother? Excuse me,
Yeah, you
but
gotta answer that.
it. Answer what, brother?
Isn't that your phone ringing?
No, that's not my phone.
Someone's phone is ringing. T Dog, what's up?
Hey, Alpha. How you doing? I kind of want to crack a joke, but check this out. I mint last night, so we have some Genesis mints that we're giving out left over. So, if it's all right with you, we'd like to give you one of those
Let's go.
Genesis crypto trade to give to your friend there if you decide to. It's not money, but maybe it can become him if you decide, to give it to him. So we're gonna let you handle that because I'm gonna slide in my joke here. I didn't mean to interrupt the family reunion, but anyway, we're gonna give you the crypto chicken. All right, the baked one.
Yo,
So
I'm psyched, bro. You just made my day. I'm digging
cool.
I'm digging the vibes with the chickens, bro.
That's all we got. So get with Miss A, and she will DM you, and then get you that chicken. So then you can pass it on to Andres or whatever. If you decide, whatever you decide to do with it is yours.
Yeah, we're gonna bring Andres into the family, man. He's in here already. He's been a part of the family. He just been kind of
I
hanging
swear,
out on the
I
outskirts.
love you guys. I love you guys. I
Okay,
swear.
cool. So I wasn't too wrong then when I said to interrupt the family reunion. My bad. So
Yeah,
hey, yeah, just give him that chicken. You know.
it's a godly reunion, man. This is my son right here, son of God right here. Peace to the gods.
God bless you, brother.
Yeah, Legion, what's up, baby?
Hey, Alpha, 1 second, guys. 1 second. I'll come back.
All right, all right. Voodoo, how's our board candy pre-sale going?
Oh man, this thing is like taking off like a rocket ship. I think we are at over 600,000. Let me check here. I'll tell you the exact number.
Oh,
We're
it
at
was over 600 when I put another 1,000 in a minute ago.
629,000. So we're about 62% of the way there. And it's going to go on until next Saturday. Hopefully, in the next few days, we can wrap this up and start focusing on the NFT launch next Saturday. But yeah, Community Decks, Board Candy City, coming to Chronos, October 31st.
Gang gang. So,
So
you
is
see
your
my tweet?
how does oh sorry. How does your dex differ from other dexes, and is there a specialty or a niche that your dex is hoping to capture?
Number one, it's very community focused in the sense that 100% of the fees from the decks is going directly right back into the rewards pools and the liquidity pools, the rewards and the liquidity pools for the decks. So that's how we're going to try and keep it sustainable. That's number one. Number two, same with the NFT sales. 100% of that is going right in to support the DEX itself. We're actually making our profits specifically on the game, which is going to be um, October 31st. And it's like a Candy Crush game that you can play to earn by using candy and by using the NFT as a multiplier. So not only that, we're very focused on getting all of the community tokens involved in this DEX. We want to whitelist every community token on Chronos, starting with Thunder. But we're going after every community token. Yeah, make it as simple as easy as possible for the little guys to get some of that exposure. Simultaneously to this, we're also working with the guys at CrowRare to build a wallet, and the DEX is going to be the center of that wallet. But we're going to have all kinds of goodies coming for you guys with this wallet and its integration into the Chronos community. It's going to be used as a NFT platform, as a token launch platform, as a really easy way to move all kind of assets around. And then we have some things in our back pocket that's going to really make this front and center as the community wallet for Chronos. So essentially, we're trying to recreate what you have with the DeFi wallet, but in the hands of individuals in the community. So it's going to be easy for you to make a change by either catching me in one of these spaces or one of the other TRT members, and just asking them, hey, Jerry, or hey, whoever, I have an issue with doing this or doing that, or I'd like to see this in the wallet, or, my tokens are not showing up in my wallet, this specific type of token. And you
Can I
have,
call you Jerry?
huh?
I can call you Jerry.
You can call me. I mean, my tag. I'm not
Lie
like
to me,
I
Jerry.
opened like freaking Twitter accounts in like March of 22. My Twitter account is at just Jerry SB. I've been on Twitter for over 12 years. I have.
This just in. Call him Jerry. That's cool, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've had my account for over 12 years. As family members and friends that were like my first followers. So yeah, and most of the guys that I'm working with are people that are established in this community and been here. There's a level. I'm doxed with my whole team, and the BCC group is doxed with Phoenix Finance. So I mean, we understand the value of trust, and we appreciate the trust that people are putting in us to help lead this project, and we're going to do our best to make sure we do you guys proud.
I like it. How long have you known each other? How long have you been around Thinking Trust? Because we said like this kind of trust comes from uh, talking to each other in these spaces for long periods of time, and I can't pinpoint when we met.
I came over to Chronos back in like January, December. But before that, like I've been around blockchains. I started off on ETH. I've been on Algorand. I've been on Avalanche. I've been on Phantom. But like I said, like my account, I started my account before it became a fad to become anonymous. So my first name is in my tag. So if you follow me, you know my first name. At the very least, it's at just Jerry, and my
I
location.
said, yeah, but it says SB after it, and I thought maybe he's just really into like Ben and Jerry's dunks, and maybe he's like a sneakerhead. Like I didn't know. I did see it though. Yeah.
No. So no, it's an old account. I'm not changing my account. It's always going to be that one. So, um, just like I said, it's stuff that comes with, trust comes over time. It's hard to gain and very easy to lose. And I take my reputation, seriously.
Good. Thank God.
As you should.
Round of applause
You think you've
because
earned it? You think you've earned it at this point, Voodoo? I
No,
mean, I've only seen you in the past 2-3 months.
yeah, here on Chronos, but
Correct, but that's where you're launching, right? That's where
yeah,
you're launching this Dex.
yes.
So that's where it's important, right? To build a reputation. So I'm just curious, who's a
reputation
part of
is
this?
everything.
Who's on the
That's what I'm.
team, a part of the Candy Dex?
The Board Candy team is part of pretty much Dadoon and his crew of developers. TP was brought on to specifically focus on the marketing of the decks and just bringing it out here.
Gotcha. Because they
Yeah,
said
oh, the round table. Okay.
so is this affiliated with the Roundtable?
Yes, we're the team. The Roundtable TRT is the
Mm-hmm.
team brought on to specifically market the product.
Oh, okay. Market. I thought it was the development team behind
No,
it.
the development team is with Dadoon, and those
Okay.
guys, their KYC with Phoenix Finance. Right now, we're working on our Certic certification. So that's hopefully should be done before the launch on the 31st.
Cool. Hey, I read the white paper, and I don't know if you have your marketing, so you're probably not. I don't know if this is outside your sphere of influence or RA deflected, or we'll ask somebody else. But I saw that the fees. I mean, that's very ambitious, right? I mean, giving 100% back to the community, but it's also very noble. Um, how does the team make money then?
It's just the way you build your business plan, right? So
Yeah,
the
yeah,
did you want me to answer?
yeah. No, I was agreeing with you.
Yeah. So the focus of this team and how we're going to make our profits is specifically from the game. Because the way we're looking at this, quite frankly, is Candy Crush is a multi-billion-dollar industry. Uh, that game made multi number of billions of dollars within a year. We're looking to tap into that market, and we're very focused on tapping into that market. Our spin on it is to simply uh, make it a way that people can earn crypto instead of in game, instead of whatever currency. I've never played Candy Crush, but instead of their in game currency. And that's our focus of where the money for to pay for the development, to pay for the team, to pay for the market. That's where that's coming from. Turn, the Dex is more just like I said, it's a specifically focused for the community. Is more for us is the means of exposure, um,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of control over our tokenomics and our token, right? So by
Mm-hmm.
able to launch our own token in house, by being able to control our liquidity pools in house, and in the process of doing that, we're like, you know what? Hey, let's also offer that to the community. Let's offer the community an opportunity to open their liquidity pools without having to go through all the bureaucracy of other dexes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, there's a plethora of liquidity pools, right? Offering five more, or 10 more, while it sounds noble, right? We're giving the communities options. You got to question, how much usefulness is really there, right? But as far as so now I think I understand. The game is where the money will of the for the project will be largely grossed from, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so the token. What was some again your marketing? So this is not within your realm, deflect. But usually launching a token, maybe your game's around the corner. Um, but some of the thought process between launching a token, right after the launch of the Dex, with with the game maybe being some time away.
No, everything's launching on the 31st. The game is built. The Dex is built. The liquidity being raised right now is again just simply to add liquidity to Dex.
Nice.
Um, so in order to support the rewards, and like any other Dex, the rewards are going to be very high at the beginning and tether off into something more sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think most of the community understands that. When it comes to the Dex and the tokens, our primary focus there is giving the community another option, making it easily accessible, and then in a sense, not having to go through all that red tape to get your token listed. Most of the people that we're bringing on board are people that either myself or other members of the team have dealt with it at one point or another. Alpha, we're bringing a Thunder token. We're bringing in the Scratch token from Boomer Squad. And we're bringing any kind of community token that we can find to start building our clientele base from that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Top for more pools, I assume, right?
bottom. We'll start at the bottom of the market, the smaller, more niche market, right? And leave the big dogs for, CDC and, MMF and all those. I mean, because those guys are really taken care of because they have the market cap to gain the attention of these larger desks. We're specifically going after these smaller cap tokens.
Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. So, will there be a Medium article here? There probably will be released shortly, close to, I guess, the launch of the game. I'm curious to see how much it will be yielding for interaction.
Well, like any new product, right? The game is not going to generate a lot of income starting off, but we hope with the right type of marketing, we can get people enticed into using the game platform. Like I said, this is actually a really great way of onboarding people into Chronos. Like you hear about a lot of these projects talking about how they want to expand the user base of Chronos, of how they want to bring more people in. This is an actual product that actually does it. We're not starting in crypto. We're starting where people are using something similar, and we're giving crypto as an option to create that earn for them, right? So for someone that uses Candy Crush day to day, we're giving you the same exact product, but instead of earning whatever rewards token they have, you're earning crypto. And guess where that crypto resides? Right here on Chronos. So while you're
Mhm.
earning, right? Go to where they're at, not just grow out, but go to where they are physically at. Same thing with like Jesse and Carcaeus. Go to where people at. Show them how we're using Chronos. Show them how we're using crypto, and bring them here, right? And I think this game is one of the way of doing that. It's going to be available in both the Play Store and the Apple App Store. People that have never heard of Chronos, people that have never heard of crypto, are going to see this application and see their friends and see whoever in crypto, and guess where they're coming? Because this token resides right here on Chronos. That's where they're coming.
Yeah. So you said that the game is exactly like the Candy Crush one.
Yes.
So we have licenses for that and everything.
It's similar,
For
right? The licensing and everything, like I said, it's going through the App Store process right now. It's going through the Play Store right now. Yes, it will be licensed to Board Candy City. It is licensed to Board Candy City. Excuse me.
so Candy Crush is licensing their IP to you guys.
I'm not saying Candy Crush is licensing anything to anyone.
Okay.
I'm telling you that the game has
You have a like product, is what you're saying, that is
what
similar to Candy Crush, and that you're hoping that people will go from Candy Crush to your product over to crypto.
more or less. But what I can tell you is this: the product that we are producing is licensed by our organization.
Okay. Yeah, I mean it's ambitious, right? I understand the the business model, the plan, the intention, try and bring more users over. Certainly hope you guys are successful. Um,
Are
depends
you
on what
buying,
demographic.
Lo? Are you getting in the pre-sale?
That would be a negative.
It's almost
Uh,
over.
yeah, no, I'm okay.
Good.
Um,
Right now, there
the,
are
the
projects coming out with lots of ideas that are not, minting out. So, first of all, my hat's off to anyone that's developing and building in this market. It's treacherous out here. But I think this is the best time to do it, right? Because the cost, when you look at this from a business standpoint, this is the cheapest it's going to be, you know? So if you can build something substantial in this market and you can keep it alive and sustainable, I think you're just positioning yourself better.
yeah, I think my thoughts, Alpha, is anything that's positioned to try to bring more users to the platform or to the network is solid. Um, the key thing is really at the end of the day is transparency and ensuring that we're not inflating numbers and that we're not giving false hope of large returns where they're not intended to be, right? If one of the main purposes here is onboarding people and bringing new people in, then we can chase that goal. But if you're going to spend 8 hours a day playing this game and expect to yield a reasonable return,
I'm
that
blown away by the numbers. I really I had no idea that people had that money in their back pocket
It
because
it's insane the amount of people that play this game, and we're not looking for a substantial amount of market, just a small piece of it will
no, but
do.
just the amount of money that's been raised in the past 6 hours, like um, a lot of projects that hang out in here every day have been struggling to mint out,
And
30,000 crow, 40,000 crow.
how many
Um,
you watch it all? At 10%, 12%. I think the message is being heard, and whether you agree with it or not, I think a lot of people do. Um,
So I play Candy Crush. It's the only game that I play really, and I hear people talk about a lot of other games, and usually I don't know what they're talking about. I've never heard of those games. I am on level 1,825 on Candy Crush. I play the same.
boom.
I play every day. So,
Look at that flex.
I
and
wish you would shut it off after you start it. But
I
sorry.
know it goes for a long time. So I have seen some games that try to emulate what Candy Crush has done, and I have been sincerely disappointed with some of the imitators because the graphics are, real muted. We got like colors you can barely distinguish between some of the different colors. It
What
just
about
wasn't.
Johnny Chimp's one? What about his first game, the
I, wa-
Nobody's game? Did you ever
I,
play that?
I wasn't going to mention any names,
All
Alpha.
right.
But well, yeah. So your goal, I think, is ambitious to try to challenge, the market leader in that space. So, how is your graphics and your gaming? I mean, how are you going to make that experience so fun that you will keep people engaged and want to continue to play?
I mean, that's part of the development, and to be honest with you, it is going to be a challenge, right? But I think it's a realistic one because unlike a lot of people that promise you, quarter four gamification, um, this is a very simple game in the sense of its design. We're not going to be using something like the Unreal Engine. This is a very simple application. So I don't know. You'll have to try it and see, Nat, but I think we got really close. And I think the fact that you're going to be able to earn crypto for someone in your situation, that in itself will entice you enough. So even if we're not exactly on par for the graphics, and I'm sure you will tell us, and I look forward to hearing, um, that'll give us some time to get it there, right? But I'm pushing to get this first version out October 31st, along with everything else. And I'm looking forward to the comments and see how we can build this better. So
Yeah,
Brother,
no, I mean
I
the
wanted to ask you about something, if I may, brother. Like there is this crypto.com wallet. I tried to download it so I can start joining you guys in everything. I want to learn from you guys. But in my country, it's not allowed. I cannot see it. I use the
VPN, my dude.
VPN.
VPN.
I use I use the VPN. I download it. When I download it, they say in your country it's not available, the verification. So
You
even
don't need
so,
to
there is
verify.
VPN. They verify
Crypto.com
for the
DeFi
wallet.
wallet. Andres, hold on, bro. DeFi wallet. DeFi. DeFi. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't ever forget it.
yeah, Andres, I'm gonna send you a DM. Reach out to reach out to Texas Hotler. He'll walk you through the whole process.
Oh, yeah. I'll give you
Yeah,
the phone number.
yeah, he'll be good. But going back to what we were discussing, no, I mean the mission statement is where we should be, right? We should all be trying to bring more users here. And as far as whether the game is good or not, it'll be what it is. At the end of the day, I think the thing that we need to ensure messaging is correct on, especially when is around the new token launches. That be careful. They're not, they're not lottery tickets, and you can lose money. So you have to ensure that you understand what the tokens are going to be used for, how soon they're going to be used, what utilities, those types of things, right? And understand, like when you're in a launch pad, um, yeah, you may get that precipitous rise at the beginning, but then there typically is a little bit of a sell off. And I know there's mechanics about number of candy per wallet, how much you can sell within the first week, and things like that are being implemented. But those types of things can be worked around. So
100%, bro.
is it?
I am really proud of this community right here. I told
Yeah,
them about Spaceship X on Monday. We all got in. We did an AMA with them on Thursday. By Friday, it was at 10 cents. And we got in at like 2, I think. Yeah, 2 cents. So these motherfuckers took profit. I took profit. We all took profit. Where's it at right now? 7 cents, which is great. It's still kicking ass. But we are learning how to do this shit better. And I'm really fucking proud of everybody.
yeah, no, exactly. And so, it's important to manage expectations, manage your risk, right? Never invest what you can't afford to lose, and just ensure that you understand, the vision of that token. Um, so that's really where my concerns always are with a new token launches. Is it something that it really is good for the community? Is it positioned well? I looked through the Candy one, 250 million supply, so that means it's capped, which is immediately a good sign.
it's
And
a
it's not something like billions or trillions.
and that's just those we're using to try and retain that value because I
Yeah,
mean, if you ask me, like honestly, I'm expecting a significant drop in the token value on day one. That's just my expectation, and I try to convey that to others that I speak to about the token, just to be realistic about it. But for example, the token that myself and the investors, the TRT team, are being paid for. That token is being locked for the TRT team. It's being locked for 6 months.
Yeah, I
For
saw that.
investors into this protocol, not the people that are getting in today, but the guys that were putting money into the developers' hands of months ago, they're not getting that release until a year from now. And even then, it's 20% at a month. The whole point of that, right, is to ensure the people investing into this protocol that the people dumping on you are not. If anyone's going to dump on you, you're going to be dumping on yourselves, not myself or the team. Our view on this is very long term. We're building this to last 5, 10, 15 years from now. So the drop, I'm expecting it won't affect my strategy in the sense of an immediate reaction. It's something that we're expecting, and we're looking at this more of a big picture. 5 years down the line, where we're going to be at.
Yeah, no, that's
I
fair.
like that talk. Don't you like that shit, Lo? That's what you're looking
Well, I
for?
do like lock periods. I think those are always good. I looked at the amount of supply that was pre-sale. It was only 2 million, which was very small. So you look through all those things, and at the end of the day, right? We've seen a lot of tokens come and go alpha, and we've seen some really cause a lot of pain to this chain. And when that happens, we lose users, right? So it does the opposite of what we're intending to do. So I think a lot of us, that have been here for the past year, are just passionate and trying to prevent some of those things. So we just want clarity. We support anybody that's looking here to build, as long as there's clarity, as long as it's genuine and transparent. So yeah, no, it's exciting to see. I'm glad to see that this Dex is kind of focused with that in mind. It is ambitious, as Nat said, but we shall see how this runs its course.
Well, I mean, I think we're all on the same page here. Like myself and some of the members of TRT, we've all lived through, the disappointment of, infinite token supply or rug pulls, etc. So when we started and I'm not gonna, beat around the bush about it. I wasn't the guy that was focused on the tokenomics. I'm more of okay, what is this doing and how is it going to benefit and how is it going to be utilized? But when it came down to the actual tokenomics of this token, we had people that experience all these things, and we were thinking this from the point of view, okay, if we were to have a token, what would we like to see? First of all, MMF came out with like a 500 million token supply. We're like, okay, maybe a limited token supply
You thought?
would
Oh,
value. So, all right, let's cut that in half. Okay, what else would we like to see? Well, I hated it that, all the guys that were marketing this token, all the guys that were developing this token, they got to get in there day one and dump 1 million, 2 million tokens on us, on the guys coming in to invest and really sustain the project. So, okay, let's lock up those tokens too. And matter of fact, after the lockup, let's only release them at 20%. Because when you look at this from where we're standing, we're looking at 5, 10 years down the line. It is irrelevant to us. I'm not planning on getting rid of my tokens for quite a few years. So if it's locked in a vault or not, it's the same thing to me. So why not ensure that and make people feel more comfortable with the fact that, what, there's a significant amount of tokens that are just locked,
no,
period.
that's dope. That's what
So
we
if
want to see. Um,
that
we only
hold
got 15 minutes and my phone is about to die.
sorry.
CG, what's up?
Oh shit. Yeah, hey everybody. What up, Voodoo? You say game and my ears perk up. Um I, I'm wondering though, what would make someone in, let's say, anyone's shoes to invest in a game through you guys opposed to someone that came through the accelerator program? Um and I know there's a tricky, and I'm really curious to see how this goes. And I mean, I'm rooting for you, buddy. But with games, there's that tricky balance with play to earn, and how you market that, right? And when you say you're here for the long term, as well as you want to onboard, there's that really tricky balance of saving the token, because when you onboard, and you see it with the Chronos Play games, how they're kind of avoiding that play to earn marketing
Mhm.
style, which kind of encourages pump and dumps. So like how, why a standalone project over one that's backed by Chronos Play, for one, and then two, how are you going to protect that pump and dump when you go to onboard with the marketing and such?
I think because of our size and our non-affiliation to major corporation, it allows us to put into um, it allows us one really major advantage, and it's our ability to move nimbly through the market. So if we're trying something and we see it's not working, the amount of time between us seeing the problem and solving the problem gets cut down dramatically, right? Because there's less bureaucracy involved in the process. And that goes for whether I spot the problem or you spot the problem and you bring it to me and we go in and we resolve it. That's number one. Number two, I think like we're not trying to compete with um, Candy Crush. What we're seeing is, I believe there is a market for people that are either already involved playing Candy Crush or already in crypto and looking for a simple way to earn. You're not going to make millions off of this. Some people will make more than others. But at the end of the day, we can provide you with something that's entertaining where you can earn potentially some tokens in the process. There are going to be other means of earning tokens if you want something more conservative, right? So you can stake your NFT to earn candy. You can stake your NFT in the game to earn more. You can actually rent out that NFT to other players. So we're going to try to attach as much utility. So for the candy token itself, it's going to be used to purchase upgrades for your NFT in the game, which allows you to create certain move combinations and solve puzzles. So uh, our main focus for the token is to try and come up with as many use cases. Because just from our personal experience, like for example, I'm very involved in the boomer community right now. I am an ambassador for them, but I'm seeing the struggles of the scratch token because its only utility is to be used to upgrade components. And you're going to see the tokens struggle for a while, in my opinion, all the way up to maybe when the marketplace comes into play. So now you have another purpose for that utility. So it's a roundabout way of spending that token without it directly affecting the value of that token. So imagine, Alpha, if you were able to create some sort of liquidity pool or an exchange where you can go from Thunder to Crow without it pushing the price of Thunder down. The way you accomplish this is by having another utility that people can transfer that value through without transferring it directly away from your token. So I use the Scratch token to buy an NFT. I take that NFT and sell it for Crow. So Scratch isn't directly affected through the process of that transaction. We're going to try to accomplish the same thing with Candy. So creating mechanisms where you're not just directly going from Candy to Crow.
Yes, and the arbitrage bots can't
It
touch it. That is
kills, yeah,
genius,
it
bro.
kills the value of the token. So you want to create as many of these um, utilities as possible for the token so that the only option people don't have is to just cash it out, right? But again, that's going to be really up to us to really create these mechanisms and put them in place to
How is the gameplay? Is it are there a certain amount of levels similar to Candy Crush where you progress, and how many of those do you have already developed?
I don't know the exact number of the levels, but I know it's close to 1,000, if not over. And I know because I've never played, I'm not gonna lie, I've never played Candy Crush. But I know there are certain levels where you'll come to a puzzle where you have to where it's to your benefit because each one of these NFTs are gonna have certain attributes that others do not. And you're gonna need those attributes in order to accomplish some of these levels. So either you purchase that whatever it is that the puzzle solver, or you purchase the NFT with that attribute in order to accomplish that. So that's just the way of spending. It's the whole purpose of this is for you to spend candy, receive something of value without it depreciating the value of candy itself.
I appreciate that. And, Voodoo as the marketing arm, I got to be, you're saying the boardroom is the marketing arm. So I'm going to give you a little feedback for your marketing arm. Whether you realize it or not, there's been a reputation that you guys have been establishing. People watch how you move, watch how everybody within your little team move as well. So I caution you, and I talked to Freeney about this, right? We be careful who you affiliate yourself with. Be careful with how you move, because especially if you're on the marketing side, you want to ensure your reputation stays clean. And right now, there's a little bit unintentional tarnish. Maybe it's how you guys came in. Maybe it's who you're affiliating it yourselves with. Maybe it's how you move. This is a community. This is community feedback, not necessarily mine. It's just I've talked to a lot of people, and this is just generally what they've provided as feedback as to, what's going on and who these people are, et cetera, et cetera. So as the marketing arm for this, I just take the opportunity to share that insight with you. There may be adjustments that you guys can make to help improve that, immerse yourselves more in the community, be more accepted within the community. But I do want to share with you, since you are the marketing arm, that there is a little bit of a stigma that has been formed around your team.
Well, let me just clear one thing up for you is that I'm also part of the boardroom, but the team behind this is the round table. Easily mistaken, I know, but it is a separate team. Um, and like I said, we're all here learning together, and the only advantage that we have on a blockchain that's less than a year old is that we're all here learning together. All I can say is that I get up every day and I give it my best. And I try to surround myself with people that do the same. And when that change, I change my location, as I have in the past and as I will in the future, if it comes to that. But I love the guys that I work with. It's a pleasure and an honor to work with them. They are good people with good hearts, with good intentions. Does that always mean good things? Not necessarily, but I'd rather surround myself with people like that. I'd go to bat for them any day of the week. Um,
Hey,
period.
just be careful because you stick your neck out that far for somebody. When they mess up, then that means it's on you too. So it's great
Well,
that
that's
you have
fair.
that fellowship, but there are people in your camp that have reputations.
I don't think you're referring to the same camp as the Round Table, which is myself, Feeny, Thespis, Frenchie, Sandy, Doc, and Thespis. So that makes up the Round Table. But I'm also part of the boardroom, which makes up of Deuce, J Crypto, uh, Tuda, and that group of guys. So I'm not sure which group specifically you're referring to, but that's fine. Like I tell you, it's not going to change uh, the way I proceed, right? In the sense that I'm going to always try to be my best every day and try to
Hmm.
surround myself with like-minded individuals.
Indeed, indeed. But don't be ignorance isn't a pass either. So when you endorse somebody, just because you don't know their background, doesn't mean that you get a pass. So you got to make sure you're doing your own research. But yeah, I mean the team that you've kind of talked about, yeah, I know most of them and sound individuals.
And I
It's
hear
just
the frustration, bro. There are some dingleberries that just won't shake off of this ass, Like, it's a bear market, and I don't know why they're still here. But there's still a solid group of us, and as long as we speak to each other and communicate clearly and honestly, we should be able to navigate the rest of this without too much trouble.
indeed, indeed.
I sure hope so. And we only got 5 minutes until our third and final 420, y'all. So if you got something important to tell this community on a Saturday evening, um, come on up, hit the mic button. I literally can't believe that there are 4 retweets in the bottom right. And I was going to give you guys $50 in Bitcoin. I mean, there's 4 minutes left, but I don't know. You're bumming me out.
Are you still above 10K? Oh, we
Oh,
gotta get
shit.
we gotta get Alpha below 10K before the end of this space.
Oh, no, I am. God, just
I
your
mean, he's
voice.
right there. Weren't you like 69 short?
Yeah, this morning.
Yeah, you were one short before we started this space, so you're
I'll
steady
be back
climbing.
down. I'll be back down.
All right, let's start
Don't you guys worry.
let's start an unfollow campaign.
It's official.
I was trying to tell me this wouldn't have been the best, but they won't let me up anymore. I was in Alex's space and I was like 5 short, and I just wanted to be like, "Hey, can you guys fucking unfollow me? Because I don't want to get past 10K. I don't want to change. You see what happened to Bark after he hit 10K? He's a different person. Look at Alex since he got a mutant. different person. Can't stop talking about it. And honestly, I'm not trying to change like that. I want to be
Tomorrow,
the same guy next year.
tomorrow's gonna be paid spaces, right, Alpha?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tomorrow we gotta pay for the shit.
Hmm.
Today it's free, but
Sorry,
tomorrow's
folks.
10K and tomorrow's
Them's the
Shark.
breaks. I bought what did I buy today? I bought a domain from Chronos ID. I capitulated and I bought sendmore.cro. So no more shows in the title, or no more projects in the title. You guys want shout outs? It's sendmore.cro. Bing bong. Oh, I
Well,
have bingbong.cro too. If you want to send it there, same Addy.
and they can always use the jumbotron, right? They come up, talk about their shit, use the jumbotron.
Yeah, just sendmore.cro.
Hey, Voodoo, I
Uh,
hope you don't mind. I tried to share and take some of the notes about what you were saying about the team for the board candy folks.
I'm sorry, what were you asking me that?
I said I tried to take a clip of what you were saying about the team because I'm sitting
Oh,
on the
okay.
porch. I didn't have a pen and a paper. So that's my
No,
way of
that's fine.
taking notes. I wasn't trying to, start anything. It's just my way of
No.
taking notes and sharing it.
No worries. Go for it. Like I said, I love these guys, and it's a pleasure to wake up day in and day out and work with them. And I look forward to a long, long relationship and us growing together as a team and as individuals in this space.
Okay, thank you. I tweeted it.
I am going to vouch for these guys because they are the first team that stepped up and said, uh, we will help you. We will help you wrangle these 28 projects um, to create the traits for Crow Warriors. And like, come on, how long have I been up here saying that? And when
I
we
don't think
have,
they really realized what they were getting themselves into, and
oh baby,
but
there's no
I
backseas.
I think because of our AMAs, it's gonna make it a lot easier than it would be for someone else. Just in our Discord alone, we have over like 30, 40 projects on Chronos that like hang out there on a regular basis. We're talking like developers and project leads and so forth. So we have a good pot to start with direct communication to these individuals. But still, this is like we're basically building something from the ground up. Well, we are building something from the ground up, right? So again, it's a
It
pleasure. You can't
fits.
always just take, take, take. Sometimes you just have to give a little to get a lot, to be honest, to gain the respect and the trust of the people around you. Sometimes you have to do something like a project like this that we're pretty much taking pro bono in the sense that we're putting our blood, sweat, and tears into building it. And hopefully it turns out to something significant, and we can all benefit from that.
That's the vibes, man. Troops, happy 420, my guy.
Yo, yo. Would it be 420 if I didn't come in for the last 2 minutes? God, the goddamn kid would not go. He would not go to sleep tonight. I was like, put a pillow over his head. I was like, what to get back in this space. God damn it. Anyway, I did have a quick question for Voodoo, if that's cool, just around the round table stuff. Just really for my own knowledge. I'm intrigued. Sandman 2008, is he part of the round
Yeah,
table?
that's
Okay,
Sandy.
cool.
He's
And
he's one of the leads for Meta Wars,
cool.
which is another project we're working with right now.
And how, so, like, what's the structure of the group in terms of its association? The Twitter says AMAs, blah, 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 in association with Boomer Radio. Apologies if I missed, I just came back in the space. But so what's the
Sure.
association with Boomer Radio, if any, or the
So
Boomers
Boomer
Project?
Radio is a platform that started with Boomer Squad, um, and it's specifically an extension for their Twitter platform. And there's a bunch of different individuals that are part of Boomer Radio. It's managed through 21 Million, but it includes individuals for like Dragons of the West. It includes Doc. It includes different individuals on different platforms. It's even extended onto YouTube now.
But
And
ultimately, I
also,
guess just for clarity, ultimately, is is Boomer Radio just members of the community from Boomers who are being offered an opportunity to speak with the tag of being part of Boomer Radio? Is that right?
Boomer Radio is an extension of the Boomer Project, and it specifically focuses on individuals in the community that create either educational uh, visuals, like on YouTube or stuff like that, or
Uh,
Twitter AMAs. Like I said, it's mostly managed through 21 Million, so essentially anyone could get on Boomer
right.
Radio. You just have to go through the proper channels, either contact 21 Million or Elder Carl. We'll set up a time slot for you, and that will be your time slot. We're in a process; it's still being organized. Like I've been on them for like weeks now to come up with a just at least a weekly schedule, right? So, like on Mondays,
Bro, we've
I'm
been
on the
trying to
Boom.
do a schedule for 9 months.
Oh my God.
9
Just so
goddamn
we're
months.
organized and know who's doing what when, right? So let's say Troops wanted to start an AMA or low, they would know what days or slots were available. You just have to have a centralized location for it all.
Cool. The last part of my question was, I'd be interested. I'd be keen to see if you guys could produce some. I reckon you should produce like a graphic or some artwork or something that documents who is in the roundtable by way of their Twitter accounts and who they are, and what marketing experience they bring to the table in terms of being a marketing group. I'd be really
Okay.
interested in that because it's all very well, and this is genuine feedback. Like, I think it's awesome that members of the community get to kind of stand up, get a platform, and get a voice to promote and talk about other projects on chain. That's awesome. But it's also important that people are aware and understand those people's backgrounds, why they're promoting certain projects, what gives them any credibility in supporting or promoting any projects, what their background is. It's important that people know that, because you can look at something, the way something's marketed cleverly, like the round table, and new people are like, oh my god, this sounds super, this isn't any shade, but people are like, wow, this sounds really legit, it's a round table, wow. And you build like a trust, but without knowing actually who's behind it, it can be difficult. So I for one would be super keen to see a little bit more transparency on who's actually in it and what they bring to the round table.
That's fair.
Yeah, and as you're speaking, Troops, I think Voodoo, my comment earlier, right? I think sometimes it's easy to confuse who might be affiliated with you based on like how you engage with folks on Twitter, and that's unfair, right? So kind of piggybacking on Troops things, yeah, any clarity as far as organization and who's part of the groups would go a long way, because the people that you rattled off, all fine individuals, and but I think there's always opportunity when it's not clear for people to assume that there's people that are affiliated with you that might not be, and then that's where the miscommunications start happening. So it just feedback.
And I just
That's
clarify
understandable.
from my
Go
perspective as
ahead.
well, Rudy, just to clarify really quickly. Um, I'm looking at it from a founder's perspective as well, from Troopers being here and building, for almost a year on the chain. You're building that reputation, being visible. People know who we are, what we're all about. And when I get sort of DMs or tickets raised from people sort of representing the round table, like Sandman, for example, asking me if I'm interested in collaborating or being part of something, I've got no idea who he is. And I get hundreds of those a day, and most of them are garbage. And so I kind of just put it in the same garbage can as everything
Yeah,
else.
it
So
would be
without,
fair for you to at least be able to go to the roundtables,
yeah,
uh, main account, and have a list, a link tree to all of the members,
yeah, just for your
individual
benefit too.
Twitter
Because
accounts.
if I
Yeah,
look
no,
at it and think
I
this is a
that's
legit group that's great, doing great
yeah,
stuff, and I'm like, yeah, hell yeah, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. But there's loads of trash that that we get like
no,
put
that's
into our
completely fair.
mailboxes
Thank
every
you.
day, right? So it helps differentiate that as well.
Yeah, thank you. That's completely fair. Thank you. I'll
Okay,
definitely be
man.
working on that.
But yeah, I mean, I appreciate what you're doing, man, and I like hearing what you're saying about kind of just turning up every day and doing a good thing and working with great people. That's why we all want to be here. Appreciate
And
you,
you
man.
know what? And sometimes like I turn off like low, and I do appreciate you bringing up that low. What other people are saying or other people's belief. You know, at the end of the day, like I'm 40 years old. I've been working hard my whole life, and one
40
thing that I've
gang
learned,
gang. Let's go.
40 game. And one
Yeah.
thing that I've learned in my 40 years is that my actions will always speak louder than anything anyone can ever say about me. It's a lot harder to fake it, right? Who I am is who I am, and I'm consistently that. It's just simpler and easier for me, and I think like at the end of the day, that's going to shut down all the noise. Forget what I you choose to or not really is irrelevant to me. But you know, regardless of what other people say about me, at the end of the day, my actions are going to always speak louder. And the people that deal with me on a regular basis can contest to that.
Yeah, no, for sure. And we're about the same age. So, I think we've, again, my background, corporate living. So very familiar with organizational behavior, psychology, right? Things of that nature. And yeah, we're a year into this, and no, I agree. Unfortunately, there will be a point, Voodoo, where your reputation and the confidence people have put in you grows to a point where anything you do or say will be examined to the T, right? And you may already, or if you're not already feeling it now, right? I think a lot of us experience that, right? Is like you like this post, now that means that you're XYZ. And I'm like, well, wait. It was a funny joke. You know what I mean? And so it just, they say heavy weighs the crown, right? I mean,
It wasn't
Jesus,
that funny. Come
so
on,
true,
bro.
man. I can't even fart without somebody asking me why I did it or who told me to do it.
what you have for lunch? Yeah.
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 No,
But
I'm actually very happy with the way that this show went this evening. I think we made a lot of progress. I think everybody can say that they left here knowing more than when they came here, and that's our goal. That's our goal. We even shortened the name. I ain't giving out no Bitcoin, babe. This smells so good,
And you got unblocked.
and I got unblocked.
who
And
unblocked you?
yo, seriously, and everything crypto said he's bumping us up, and you're about to see a video which will hopefully just really make this project easier to understand because we are doing a lot, um, and all of you are. So seriously, big up yourselves, Texas. How are you coming up here at 6:30? Come on, you're fucking with me.
He's saying the Astros are tied 0-0.
Oh, okay. Give us the scores and close us out because my wife cooked up something that is making my mouth water.
So it was funny because I mentioned a fart and then you said it smelled so good, and I was wondering what the hell was going on. Sorry. Have a good one, Alpha.
Yeah, you
Troops, you
too.
having karaoke tonight?
Hell yeah, Tex.
Karaoke
I'll
in
see
the
you there.
moonshots. Shout it out, troops.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, Moonshots Bar and Grill. It's open for everyone. Come in, hang out, drink beer, do whatever you do. Sing with Texas. He's phenomenal.
All
It
right.
costs 0 ETH. It costs 0 ETH to come listen to karaoke.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Is it in the Discord?
Moonshots Bar and Grill Discord. Yeah, you
Okay.
can jump in.
Just to remind everyone, the board candy pre-sale is at about like 64%, and it just started today. Chrono Steakhouse NFTs are getting really close to the 777 mark, which is when we all get steak. And I know you want that steak because everybody in here has been messing with the steakhouse. Even if you thought it was a scam at first. Even if
Are
you
those the
met
same
everything
NFT?
crypto the same way I did because he made a video trashing me.
Are those the same NFTs that they airdrop to us?
um, no, steak is a token. Yeah, they have a token that's coming out, and they are airdropping it to those of us who have been holding their NFTs
Oh my god.
and
Okay.
and minting. and making that good money over at the Crodex NFT staking grounds. I think the DAO NFT is still the best one paying out. That and the Chronos Women that someone sent me, and I staked it. And thanks, whoever sent that to me. You guys are doing a really great job. I know no one tells you that enough, but you don't have to go home. Can't stay here. Drink some water. Brush your teeth. I hit the wrong button. Own your keys, own your crypto. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. Please don't ever forget it. Don't tell your seed phrase to anybody. That is crazy talk. No. You write it down. You put it on a piece of paper and you put it someplace safe. And then you can show somebody else how to do this. It is not easy. Good for you. Crofam for life. Stop with the clapping. Crofam for life. Caw. Shout out the chickens that were in here. They sent me a couple, so maybe I'll give those out tomorrow. And the $50 in Bitcoin that you couldn't get tonight. Listen, I really think that we can blow right through 100 straight to 400 listeners. I've got a plan. Don't even worry. Hey, Chris, what's goody? See ya.